it too hard. She left me here with this guitar. You could try stealing my heart, it's already gone. You could tell something is wrong, just leave me alone. I don't even know where to start.
Alright, what's good, y'all? It is your boy Brev King Productions, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be watching 10 movie stunts that went completely wrong. So, let's get straight to it.
As long as there have been movies, there have been stunts. Cinema is designed as a medium to showcase spectacle, and there are few subjects as visually enthralling as seeing somebody pull off a truly jaw-dropping stunt. Stunt performers routinely risk life and limb for sake of an impressive sequence, and their work is quite literally central to entertaining and engaging blockbusters, even in the age of CGI touch-ups. But as long as there have been stunts, there have also been stunts which went horrendously wrong, disastrously wrong. Whether it's an over-ambitious production, or an error in planning, or simply just a missed cue, there are countless reasons that a stunt might not work. And that's what this list is here to highlight. I, Marcus Bronzy, am here to give you 10 stunts that went completely wrong. Number 10. Romancing the Stone. Waterfall Mayhem. 1984's Romancing the Stone is a superb fusion of light-hearted rom-com and Indiana Jones-style adventure. Its charm is down to the chemistry between the stars Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas, as well as some truly stunning stunts. Real people took part in these stunts, which proved almost fatal in the filming of the movie's unforgettable waterfall sequence. In the film, Turner and Douglas are leaping out of the truck as it careers over the edge of a waterfall. The plan was for the stuntman to leap from the truck to theoretical safety as the vehicle plunged off the edge of an actual waterfall. Mate, that's mad. How much would you want to get paid for that? I'd want to get paid a lot. Anyway, it all went to plan and the stunt was a great success. No, it wasn't, because this is the list where it doesn't go right. The stuntman's board, which was intended to fling him to safety, malfunctioned, throwing him into a very real whirlpool below. Not just that, his colleague was actually stunned upon hitting the water, leaving him floating towards the edge too. Luckily, the former was able to beat the strong currents and swim to safety, whilst the latter was caught before he reached the waterfall's edge. That went real wrong, and we're just at number 10. Number 9, 7, punching the wrong glass. There's no denying that Brad Pitt more than earned his paycheck during his collaborations with the noted perfectionist David Fincher. Despite the director's infamous penchant for countless retakes, apparently Fincher is open to improvisation here and there. Like, you know, was it a box? Was it a box? Was it a box? Anyway, at least that might explain why he told Edward Norton to punch Pitt in the ear instead of where the actors had previously agreed upon, in order to prompt a more authentic reaction during the filming of 1999's Fight Club. Then again, maybe Fincher just wanted revenge for everything Pitt put the production of Seven through when he injured himself on set. You know that cast that his characters are wearing throughout the film? Well, Pitt earned it for real by planting his real arm through a very real window during the filming of one of the dramatic sequences. The scene was being filmed early in production, and, well, Pitt sliced his hand open and broke a bone at the same time, necessitating the cast for the rest of the filming process. Ouchie. Number 8, G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. Don't play with explosives. If you've ever wondered whether female action stars have a hard time pulling off risky stunts while wearing a skin-tight bodysuit, G.I. Joe star Sienna Miller can offer an answer. She was kick-ass in that film. However, she was also plagued with accidents, as she sprained her wrist before shooting even began, slipping on a rubber bullet when rehearsing a fight sequence. As if that weren't enough, the actor's iconic outfit almost caused her grievous injury when an explosion threatened to set fire to her chest for a little while. Luckily, the production was soon able to stem the blaze, and Miller later reassured concerned fans during a press conference, "Luckily it wasn't my breasts. It was the bit between that got a bit burned." Well, if you expect me to crack a joke about burnt boobs, you've got another thing coming, you pervert. Next, number 7, Back to the Future Part 3, a real hanging. The Back to the Future trilogy was home to some serious on-set accidents. A stunt woman almost died whilst filming the second installment's iconic hoverboard chase scene. Read into that story, it's nuts. It was during the making of the third film that one of the trilogy's stars was almost killed on set during a disastrously mishandled stunt. In a decision whose consequences really should have been obvious, director Robert Zemeckis and actor Michael J. Fox decided that Fox would basically hold a rope around his neck to pretend being hung but the actual rope had no safety harness around it. So he was holding onto a rope with his bare hands to stop him from hanging. Luckily, an extra recognised what was happening, but that didn't stop that take making the finished film. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons. Number 6, Ghostland. The scene resulted in a lawsuit. This one's a little more serious. This divisive French extremity horror pushed the boundaries of on-screen gore, managing to shock audiences after the likes of Hostel and The Hills Have Eyes. Now, this saw one of the stars permanently disfigured when she fell through a glass window that her character was supposed to thump on. When the glass actually shattered, there were no safety precautions in place to stop her from landing in the shards. This resulted in a permanent facial scarring for Taylor Hickson. The actor soon sued the production company for gross negligence, noting that her promising career was cut short by the life-altering injury. Number 5, The Passion of Christ. Unintentional whipping. Some of the stunts which went wrong in this list left actors largely untouched because, well, stunt people, innit? It's their job. Not so in the case of the controversial director Mel Gibson's acclaimed Christ biopic and ultra-violent endurance horror, The Passion of Christ. Caviezel suffered 14-inch cuts when a prop flogger accidentally sliced his back open for real. An occurrence that actually happened twice due to the length of the film's public whipping scene. Number 4, Die Hard, A Harsh Landing. Between Bruce Willis's sharp wit and Alan Rickman's peerless villainous charm and a bunch of memorable supporting characters, there are a few Christmas action movies as perfect as 1988's Die Hard. Of course, the film is also filled with pulse-pounding action heroics. Remember that terrifying moment when everyman hero John McClane underestimates a jump and bounces off the wall of an air vent, almost plummeting down into the empty shaft below? Well, he accidentally made somebody do it for real. Yeah, that's right. Bruce Willis's stuntman genuinely missed his cue and fell down the set's makeshift elevator shaft during the tense sequence, resulting in a painful impact, which we see on screen. Well, it was too good a take to waste, wasn't it? Number 3, Blade Runner, Slippery When Wet. Ridley Scott's ambitious follow-up to the small space-based horror Alien was an entirely different beast, taking on the form of the sprawling sci-fi neo-noir Blade Runner. Eventually released in 1982, whilst the film's production was troubled from the jump, the cast were peerless in their commitment to the material. Just look at the experience of the film's breakout star Daryl Hannah, who played a minor villain, Pris. During the making of one of these particularly intense chase sequences, Hannah slipped on set, shattering her elbow when she fell through a van window. Her bones were broken in 8 places, and Hannah's arm is still scarred, but the actor's commitment means she finished the scene, and good she did. That take made it to the finished film. Number 2, Scream. Umbrellas can be very dangerous. The iconic 1996 slasher Scream saw the creator of A Nightmare on Elm Street's Wes Craven revive the ailing subgenre for a second time. Unfortunately for some cast members though, the terror wasn't entirely fictitious during the film's shoot. Future Riverdale star Skeet Ulrich's then recent heart surgery scar was pulled open by an unfortunately misaimed umbrella stab whilst filming the movie's climactic fight scene. The jab wouldn't have been as serious for other actors, but the placement of the scar left Ulrich in a bad way and required the filmmakers to break and treat the reopened injury. Number 1, The Abyss. Ed Harris almost drowned. Veteran screen star Ed Harris reportedly punched director James Cameron over the filmmaker, allowing his underwater sequence to drag on so long that the actor lost consciousness. Cameron's no stranger to controversy and has often been accused of pushing actors to their limit. He may be seen by many as a genius, but according to Harris, the director crossed the line on the set of 1989's sci-fi thriller The Abyss. The actor alleges that Cameron told the crew not to provide him with oxygen during the shooting of the film's deep-sea diving sequence, continuing to film even after the actor signalled that it was time to cut. Harris later said that the traumatic stunt gone wrong left him breaking down in his car on the way home, emotionally distraught, and that was the cause of his eventual physical confrontation with the director. This may be a small takeaway, Harris, but how many people get to say that they have punched Jim Cam in the face? That's it, 10 movie stunts that went completely wrong. Can you think of any others? Let us know in the comments below. And after that, drop us a like and a follow.
That was very interesting. Hopefully y'all have a blessed day. It's Brav King Productions.